Life on the C&O Canal, summer 1859, the last lazy glide. I packed my bag with very few things needed for my journey, our journey, and my experiences as a naturalist on a canal boat commenced. The crew consisted of Captain Cause, who was the commander of our floating palace. Captain Cause owned his own boat, the Caroline of Williamsport. The boat was new, clean, and white, and the captain was very proud of it. Here he had thrived, owning a comfortable home in Williamsport with 2 canal boats. For bowsman, the second in rank on the boat, we had a stalwart, free-colored man, full 6 feet tall, named Henry Butler, who was generally called Pick, maybe after the popular singer-composer named Picayune Butler. Pick was strong, trustworthy, and made a good boatman. Myself, the author of this account, held 3rd place on the boat, but what it was I could hardly tell, as I acted in every position from pilot to towboy, but think I made myself most useful as a cook. We had 2 towboys, each about 12 years old. One was Little Pick, one of Pick's children. The other was Tommy, a white boy the captain handpicked up on a previous voyage. The list of crew would not be complete without the 4 bay mules, which were as sleek, fat, and gentle as a lady's driving pony. The day after the captain arrived, I went down to see the boat. The mules were tethered in a long string at the side of the fence bordering a neighboring field. Taking a few steps to get nearer view of the animals, one of the towboys yelled out, "Take care there! Them mules will kick a chaw of tobacco out of a man's mouth 3 yards off." The next morning, the boat was towed up to the basin for its load, which was put in very quickly, as the coal was dumped through the bottom of hopper cars standing on trestles beside the boat, 10 tons at a time, a dozen carloads furnishing the 120 tons that the boat carried. When the boat was loaded, the water came within a foot of the deck, but when it was light, it just skimmed over the water, not drawing more than 1 or 2 feet, and would be almost unmanageable outside of the canal, as it had no keel to prevent it from drifting with the wind. It took no little power to start a boat loaded with 120 tons of coal, drawing 5 feet of water from a standstill, and get it up to speed of 2 miles per hour. A quick pull of 100 horses would have but little effect, except to break the tow line, yet a boy 10 years old could start the boat by making a long, steady pull. After a while, he could feel it yield, and perhaps in 3 or 5 minutes could make a single step, and then another, until 3 or 5 minutes could make a single step, then another, until the boat would move at a slow but steady speed according to the strength of the boy. In the same way, the well-trained mule could draw the tow line tight and make an easy pull, leaning against their breastplates. There were 2 kinds of boats on the canal, one being nearly the shape of an oblong box with great square ends. There were very few of those boats, as the water made a great resistance to the flat end in front and did not leave the boat easily at the stern. The other boats had their ends molded and formed the same as a ship, making as fine lines as was consistent with the load they were to carry and with the slow speed in which they sailed. The canal ran nearly its whole distance through an uninhabited solitude. Only the almost inaudible ripple of the boat in the water, the distant click of the mule's feet, the purring of the river, The hymn of insects and occasionally chirp of a bird broke the stillness. It was almost an ideal state of repose. The days drifted by as a dream, and as I look back, it was a very tranquil dream. Day ran into day, sunshine into sunshine, with no care or thought for the morrow.